Hey y'all,
Hi.
it's me and Jasmine, and we're gonna do a mukbang with some volcano crabs. And so we have crab legs. I have black mussels. I like mussels. We got shrimp. We got.
Potatoes.
I thought you was about to eat already. Potatoes, boiled eggs. We love. And yeah, we're about to just answer some questions, do a little talk. Oh, and corn. That's my favorite. What are my two favorite parts of the seafood boil?
The two favorite parts?
Two favorite parts.
The
And it's
seafood?
crazy because it ain't seafood.
Not.
Mm-mm. So they only put one piece of corn in here, and I made you give me the corn. So it's the corn.
Oh, and the mussels or whatever they're called.
They're seafood. My favorites are not actually seafood. So it's either between the potatoes and the corn, or either like when I get the eggs, it's the eggs as well. So anyway, we're just gonna answer some questions, and I'm about to move this, y'all. I just had to get some sauce on my egg. Okay. All right. So the first question. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna say, describe me, and just using 3 words.
3 words?
Yeah. Oh, is that hard?
No, because I gotta think.
These must need some
3
sauce,
words.
baby. Cause what?
Funny. Caring.
Okay.
And wise.
Wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say old, but never mind.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, let's see. And I'm going to describe you in 3 words as well. Sorry, y'all, but we need some salt. My elbow definitely giving ashy, but Jasmine, definitely compassionate. She definitely cares about how other people feel for the most part. Beautiful. Like I said, I told you ever since I found out your mom was having you, I told her you was gonna be so beautiful. And the moment I saw you, I just fell in love with you. And then I would say also, intelligent. I could use more words to describe you, but those are the top 3.
Okay.
All right. You got a question, or
yeah,
okay?
Question. What was your first impression of me? Like when I first born. What was your first impression?
My first impression was, why her head look like that? It was why her head look like that because they had to use the vacuum thing to pull her out. Because, she was being stubborn even back then. But I had to use the vacuum thing. And I actually said, oh, why her head look like that? The doctor was like, it'll take a normal shape in the next couple of days. Because I was like, now when I saw her, she was beautiful, but if that head was going to be like that, I don't know what to tell you. It was a no.
Mind you, she said this a lot.
It was going to be a no for me, baby. You cannot go with me the way that head was looking like. You talking about we eating volcano crab, that head was looking like a volcano. It was a no. But other than that, you were just beautiful. Like, I fell in love first moment. And never stopped being in love to this day. That's it. That's all.
I can't really go off based on when I was a baby, but I can go off based off when I was younger. My first impression of you, I was like,
how do you know what your first impression was?
Yeah, I said not when I was a baby.
From back as far as you can remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I was like, because I do remember I used to stay with her a lot, so I was like, wow, she's really rich.
Rich is crazy.
And the reason why I say that is because I'm not spoiled, but I am spoiled.
You're right. You're not spoiled. You spoiled.
No, like spoiled. Spoiled is like bratty spoiled. Not bratty spoiled. The reason why I said that is because
it's true.
when I was younger, I used to always ask her for stuff, and she used to always get it for me. So yeah, that was one of my impressions, and the other one was like something funny just came to my mind. Anyway,
say it, please say it.
Okay, so it was the story you were telling me about when we used to live. Where was it? It's an apartment complex.
Addison.
And I was trying to get Alexa to do something, turn on the TV, I think, and Alexa was not listening. And it was just so funny.
You was trying to get Alexa, so you had an Alexa Fire TV in your room. You were trying to watch Trinity and Madison. And you was trying to get Alexa to turn to Trinity and Madison, but Alexa probably couldn't understand what you were trying to say. And you got so mad at Alexa came in there, stomping your feet, handing your hip, everything. I'm like, God, you can't talk right. That's why Alexa don't know what you talking about. So yeah, that was that. All right, so that was your impression. What's your impression now?
My impression now is
probably the same.
No, it changed.
All right. Which was your impression now that I'm broke?
No, not your. If you were broke, how did you buy me my book bag? That thing cost like $80 or something.
A book bag, whoop de doo. I'm just playing. Like I said, loving, caring, funny. Bro, I know you're not about to cry.
No. I'm about to say, don't do that.
If I was, then what?
Then I'm gonna start crying too, and I can't wipe my eyes.
Sensitive girl.
Seafood on my hands, but like I said, wise, loving, caring, very just like when she enters a room, like every head turns because like she's just like the ball of energy.
Okay, talking. My impression of you is still what it is. Like I said, your head is a normal shape now, so that's good. And yeah, just she growing up, so kids like to try to test certain limits as they grow up, but at the end of the day, still that's my baby. So after I fuss her out, I'm gonna show her love. That's that.
Yeah.
Because I want her to feel like, it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to mess up sometimes. Because, that's important to know. Everybody's going to mess up. But, no, he didn't. But you have to just learn from your mistakes and do better.
Like I said, he was perfect.
He was perfect. Girl, let me cut that part out.
Didn't they say? Oh, I don't know.
Mm-mm. They said the only perfect person to ever walk the earth was Jesus.
Oh, I must have misheard that wrong.
All right, what is my biggest pet peeve?
Oh, I definitely know. This is when you tell me not to do a lot. Leave clothes on the floor. You hate it.
That ain't it.
It's not? Well, I know there's something you don't like. I'm gonna leave clothes on the floor.
You don't care because you keep doing it. Right? My biggest pet peeve will be when I'm trying to tell you something and you be like, okay, like in the middle of me talking. Don't I be saying that?
Oh, yes.
I be ready. Ooh, that thing take me.
She'd be like, don't do that. And it would be like...
Because it be like, you trying to tell me shut up. Like, you trying to tell me you don't want to hear. Don't tell I'm not done.
When I do that, it's because... Like, y'all be repeating the same exact words
and I'm not done.
5 minutes. And you keep on giving me a whole lecture. Probably the Declaration of Independence kind of lecture for the past 5 minutes. And I'm just sitting here okay, wow. Like, you just going
So my impression of that is correct then.
Yeah.
Because it's basically saying, I don't want to hear it. Okay? All right, okay. No, I'm not done. I don't care if I repeat the same thing a million times. You just sit there and act like you can. Even if you don't, okay? Period. Alright.
I got a question. What is one of the most things that I'm definitely, or what is the most things that I'm scared of? And you should probably know because it's very obvious, actually.
The dark.
What?
Getting kidnapped. You stay talking about getting kidnapped. Like somebody really want to kidnap some extra kids in this economy. Like, baby, no. Nobody wants to take nobody's kids. Like, let's just, no. Okay. But getting kidnapped or like spiders. Probably roaches.
I saw a spider. It was a big old long one too. Oh my god. I had jumped on the couch and I was scared. So I had to use the broom to kill it. All the way on the couch.
What am I most afraid of?
Spiders. The same thing. Mm-hmm. Because it was a spider in the house and you got scared. Multiple, actually.
I don't even play like that. At all. And y'all, if you hear noise, I don't know if y'all can hear it. But it's the air conditioning unit. I don't know. It sounds like my uncle put that together himself. I don't know if he did or not, but that thing loud. And we could barely feel any air coming from, but that's neither here nor there. Alright. Yeah, I'm scared of spiders, but at the same time, like what I'm most afraid of is like something happening to one of y'all.
Yeah. Yes, that is another thing. It's like anytime I'm by myself anywhere, I get scared.
By yourself?
Yes, like if I'm in the store, like if y'all see me in the store.
Ain't nobody seen you in no store.
Y'all know I hate going to the store by myself.
Nobody sent you to the store by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What store?
Wawa.
Girl.
I don't care. Wawa is still...
She lying, y'all.
I'm not. But because like if it's a big store like Sam's Club or Walmart.
Nobody's gonna send you in there by yourself.
No, like not sitting my stuff. Like if I go to a different aisle and I come back to the aisle and y'all are gone, then that's when my anxiety is about to be like, oh my god.
Anxiety.
Like I'm about to start getting scared. I'm about to start shit everywhere. And then I hate.
I'm about to tell you to walk off.
If I asked y'all, then if y'all said yes, then that's another thing too.
I'll purposely move to another aisle if you walk off without asking. Just to teach you a lesson. Shoot.
And then I hate like asking people in public, like I don't know, randoms, for help. Yeah. Like my auntie, she told me, not this one, my other one, my dad's side. My bad. She was like, if you ever get lost at the store, ask the cashier to call your mom to the front. I said, okay. To this day, I never did it because I'm just scared of going in public and talking to her.
She talked it. Well, that's crazy because Jasmine used to always talk to anybody. Like when she was little, she would talk to anybody. I'm like, you don't know them people. That's when somebody might have kidnapped you, honey. Cause like you just talking to random people in the store. Like, come on, sis. But yeah. So let's see. When is my birthday and how old am I?
Ooh, I know this one. Cause we just went over this actually. Your birthday is September 11th, 1980.
Don't piss me off. Better get it right. Because you either gonna make me old or you gonna make me younger. I wouldn't be bad if you make me younger, but
1980. Is it 9?
Yeah, sure. No, it's not.
Oh.
87. So how old am I? And how old am I gonna be?
You're 38. You're 39.
Woo! Lord God. This don't make no sense. Alright, so I do have another question.
Mm-hmm.
What, or do you want me to have a kid of my own? If I do, how you gonna feel like about that?
Okay, so it's 2 ways I could go for this. I do want you to have a kid because I want you to like be happy because you need to find a man ASAP. No, like that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing actually.
Okay.
I do want you to have a kid, and I'm not gonna lie. If you spend like more time away from me, I'd definitely be a little mad because like, hello, I was your first baby before you even had a baby. So
Yeah.
and then, but if you spend equal time with that baby and me, then everything be perfect.
You babysit?
Definitely. I'm giving the baby a name.
Excuse me, what? What's the baby name gonna be?
If it's a boy, if it's a boy, Jaden.
Who?
Jaden.
Absolutely not. I already got my kids' names picked out. But at this point, it might just be one kid. If God blesses me to have one.
Why won't it be Jaden?
I had too many students named Jaden. That's a no. Every time they don't act too good. There's something about that name. It don't work for me. What about a girl?
Zaymani. I don't know. I just picked
You
that.
said what?
Zaymani.
You just said I'm going on 39. Zaymani? Maybe as a middle name. I might let you get a baby middle name. But that's a little urban. It's a little ghetto.
No, that just means she's unique.
Uniquely ghetto. Alright, let's see.
If there are any Zaymanis in the world, please forgive her. She
Don't.
don't mean that.
Don't forgive me. It's not your fault. Somebody else gave you the name, so I didn't say the person was ghetto. I said the name is a little ghetto. But okay. Let's see. Oh. What was your favorite thing about when I used to take you to school every day?
You gotta wake me up. I gotta eat breakfast. We used to listen to this one song every morning. It was by Kids Rock.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Savage love. Did somebody break your heart? Looking like an angel, but you savage love. When I see enough. I still want that savage love.
Yeah.
And Jasmine used to be like, savage love. Did somebody break your heart?
Every morning.
Every day. Even if she was mad, because some days she used to be mad at me, I just started playing Savage Love. She would still try to be mad, but then she started doing that little bootleg dance that she used to do. And that was that. Oh, my bad. That was that. And so, all right. And let me tell you. So, when I got the job offer to become a teacher, I literally considered not doing it because I still wanted to be able to take Jasmine to school. Like, I was so
conflicted. Ever told me that.
I was so conflicted. Like, okay, I know I want, because I didn't even know I wanted to be a teacher. Like,
oh shoot,
I actually never did. Okay. But, I applied because I was feeling like I need to get out the job that I'm in. And I didn't think nothing else of it because I didn't really know what all qualifications you really needed to have. I mean, like, some months later, they called me back. Probably was out of desperation, but still, nevertheless, they called. And did my interview and everything. Offered me the job. And I kind of wanted to be like, I was excited. Then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, I gotta be to work. At that time, it was 7:05. And if you know me, I barely ever made it at 7:05. 7:15 is still a stretch, but I be trying. Okay? But I thought about it, I said, if I gotta be at work at 7:05, that means I can't take Jasmine to school no more. And that means I can't take Jasmine to school anymore. And that was I really was just a little sad about that. But some days she would be up before I went to work.
Yeah.
And so we still got a little time together before school. And if she wasn't, then I'll just leave a note in her lunchbox or something like that. What I used to write on your notes. Kind of stuff.
don't remember specific words, but I know it used to have pretty girl and stuff in it.
Like, have a good day, pretty girl, or just as a reminder, you are beautiful. You know, stuff like that. Affirming her. Because, you know, nowadays, not just nowadays, but you just got to make sure that you make your kids feel beautiful and let them know that they're loved. Because the world is an evil place. There's some good people in the world, but there's some people who not. And, you know, jealousy is a thing. So just want to make sure that they're confident. That way, when people start telling them otherwise, it doesn't easily sway them to believe what people have to say about them.
See, that's one thing I want to talk about. Because most people think there's just like a lot of bad stuff in the world, like somebody passed or somebody just got, or somebody trying to steal something. You can't just look at the bad things in life. You gotta look at the good things. Look at it from a different perspective. You know, like you could have went bankrupt, but you don't know. God can have a way for you, like, to make up for that. You could be in debt, but God can pay your debt off. You know.
That's true.
So you can't just look at like the bad things in life. You can't be like, "Woe is me." Like, this and that is happening. You can't complain to God when all He has done is bless you with life on earth. So you gotta just look at the good things in life. You can't just look at the bad things.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, the bad things gonna happen, yeah. And, you know, I think you need the bad things in order that you can appreciate the good stuff, right? You can remember, hey, I used to be in this position, but now look what God has done. Look where God has brought me. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. You have to appreciate everything, the good, the bad, the in between, and all of that, in order that you can realize, hey, it really could be worse.
Yeah.
Because you can always say, it's people that's worse off, da da da. Those people don't have nothing to do with me. So 9 times out of 10, when I'm looking at my life, I'm not going to be thinking about what position somebody else is in, because it really doesn't affect me. But when I look at the things that have happened in my life and realize that, hey, God brought me from here. When you look back and you could say, God brought me from here and now I'm here. That's how you can really appreciate the fact that you're blessed. Yeah. What is your favorite thing about school? Or what's your favorite subject?
I could give both answers to that. So, favorite subject? So when I was in 4th grade, it used to be social studies. I actually had a real score on that as a worker, but it used to be my favorite thing. And then science is now also my favorite thing.
Glad you did. I'm a science teacher, so.
And my favorite thing to do at school, I don't know why, but it's only like, I don't like learning or reading, but I no. It's like, it's boring. And it's just...
What, reading?
Yeah. But learning science and social studies is actually, like, I don't know, it's like, it's like water park, amusement park kind of fun for me. Like, like saying like it's super duper fun.
I understand.
Like, even when we do those what's it called?
STEM thing?
No,
experiments?
Yeah, when we do experiments, it's super fun. Like, we had an experiment for static electricity. It was fun, bro. We had did something fun, like we had to use not clothespins.
Balloons?
We had to use we had gummy worm, we had gummy ring, and then we had like, not staple, but whatever those things are.
Paper clips.
Yeah, paper clip. And we had to try to get the worm into the gummy hole without touching it while using the paper clip. it was fun. Like, y'all could believe it. It was fun.
It was kind of like y'all was playing Operation.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's go. I'm done. I'm full. So, last question. Is there another ball that is in there? I thought it was supposed to be 3. 2. Only 2. What do you think? So you can ready to go to 6th grade. All right, so I know you've had a few favorite teachers in elementary school.
Definitely.
What qualities do you think make up a good teacher? And then I'll give my perspective to wrap it up on what qualities I feel make a good student. That way, that might can give you some encouragement going into 6th grade.
Okay, so I'm gonna go based off of my last.
Don't start crying about Mr. Walker, and I'm gonna tag him because I'm friends with him now.
My last teacher in 4th and 5th grade.
You done too?
Mr. Walker, if you see this, just know I love you. You still got a place in my heart. It's like, like he always said, I don't give y'all snacks to spoil y'all. I give y'all snacks because the human mind can't fully focus without nutrients. So he wanted us to focus. So he had this little treasure box in the corner of the room that he would always let us have snacks. Another good thing for our teachers are you can have fun moments and serious moments. Just don't be strict all the time, or don't be super funny all the time, because then if you're super strict, then that's how your students are gonna start not liking you and stuff. And then if you're super fun, then that's how your students gonna think they can get with anything. The thing with Mr. Walker and all of my teachers, they had their fun moments and their serious moments. So it was like a win-win, You had the learning and then you had the fun times. Like I said, we did that experiment of science. That was the fun times. And then when we were done, we do our learning. Another good thing for teachers to do is, if you find out that your student did something, please don't yell, because it's not gonna make them feel any better. Because I can bet you 9 times out of 10, as the adults, if y'all know, if when y'all were kids, y'all used to hate when y'all parents yelled at y'all, because y'all used to feel a little, shamed because y'all what y'all did or something. So, if you know how you felt when your parent was yelling at you, don't yell at the kids, because that's just how you make them feel. And I can say that for everybody, including myself, because I'm a kid. And, like I said, yeah, don't yell at the kids, Once you do your little, lecture or whatever, then you have a talk with them, a real one-on-one talk, a real life situation talk. Because, like I said, you can't just, be all goofy or can't be all serious. You have to,
wrap it up.
You have to be, and in between. So, yeah.
All right, and to wrap it up, I don't want to talk about school because I'm not trying to speed up the time to go back, but those were some good qualities. I definitely I don't try to give my kids snacks. I don't know. I might take a page out of Mr. Walker's book, but we'll see. Because that makes sense, that you can't really function if you're hungry, if you're, you know what I'm saying? That's true. So we'll see. Don't get too excited. But I will say, those are good points as a teacher, and then as some things that we look at that make up a good student. You don't have to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had some students that maybe like my faves or whatever, my kids that I've adopted since being a teacher, but they weren't always perfect. They have caught an attitude with me before, probably talked smart to me before, and let's just be for real. As teachers, we do care if our students like us. Now, we know that every single student is not going to like us. But if you're being that jerk of a teacher that's always yelling, strict, not flexible at all, and none of your kids like you, I don't think there's any teacher out here that wants that, because that just makes your job miserable. If the kids don't like you, they're not going to learn, they're not going to listen. So as a student, I would say, especially now that you're going to middle school, I know in elementary school y'all have like resource or specials or whatever y'all call it, but for the most part you're with your one teacher for your subjects. When you go to middle school, you're going to have different teachers for your different subjects, and even moving on to high school, we're going to slow down on that one. But you have to understand that everybody's not going to be Mr. Walker, right? My kids got to understand that everybody in Petersburg High School is not Miss C. So just because Miss C lets me do it, or just because I'm this way with Miss C, doesn't mean I can be this way with Mr. Walker, or vice versa. So you have to definitely respect the rules of the teacher that you're with at the time. I might be okay with it, Mr. Walker may not, and vice versa. So you have to respect that, because my classroom, my rules, honestly, you know what I mean? And then, you know, everybody is entitled to a bad day. Like I said, I got kids who are still my favorite to this day. And, you know, they have had their moments. We have had our moments. We might have gone back and forth. But as a student, always be accountable. You know what I mean? If you feel like, you know, you got smart with Mr. Walker today, or you got smart with Miss C today, you can always come back and be like, you know, Miss C, I apologize. I actually had a student do that, and he actually wrote, I didn't know he did it, because I think he came in my class when I wasn't in there. I was in the hallway, or either went to the bathroom. But I saw, like, later on that day, he had wrote me a note. It said, I'm sorry, Miss C. Because he was showing his whole hind parts when he was in my classroom doing first period. But he came back and wrote a note, and he said, I'm sorry, Miss C. That means a lot. Accountability on the student part and on the teacher part. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Because nobody's perfect. I might be like, Jasmine, put your phone away. And you might be like, then when you pick your hands up from under the desk, like, I'm not on no phone. Then as a teacher, then I need to take accountability. Well, I apologize. I thought you were on your phone. You know what I mean? And then also, I guess like you said, teachers don't always yell at the kids. But kids, you know, you got to understand that your teachers are people too. So when there's certain things that you may want them to do, or certain questions you may want them to answer, and they may not always be able to, or may not always have the answers to, you have to understand, yes, we are teachers, but at the end of the day, we're human. So we have feelings, we have things that go on, and being like, oh, leave everything that you're going through at home, that doesn't always work. It don't work for kids, and it doesn't work for adults either. But, you know, just be respectful. You know, you've been raised a certain way, and even if you haven't been raised a certain way, when you step foot in that teacher's classroom, you need to go ahead and transform, and you need to conform to the rules and to the regulations and to the norms of that classroom. That's what makes a good student. You don't have to make straight A's. You do not have to come to school every day, although that is important. But you just have to be respectable, meaning you have respect for yourself, be respectful to other people, and then also be accountable. That's it.
I can kind of piggyback off you have to take accountability as a student and teacher, because like I can get multiple situations where in class with Mr. Walker, we've done something, half the class will write full paragraphs, knowing one of them was me. Half of them will write full paragraphs, or half of them will, you know, say it verbally, or they will just say nothing. I can piggyback off that because, you know, yeah, it is very respectful to do that, because at the end of the day, like, if your teacher is a parent, or if they're a husband or a wife, at the end of the day, they have to go home and they have to go home and do what they have to do.
Deal with life.
Yeah. This kind of, I can see where it doesn't make sense for a while, but just gotta trust the process. What I'm trying to say is, don't disrespect your teacher, and don't try to guilt trip them, because you know you've done something wrong deep down, but you just don't want to take accountability or hold yourself to it. You have to be the mature one and the respectful one in the situation, even when the teacher is probably not going to be that one. Sometimes you got teachers like that, sometimes you don't. But when your teacher takes accountability for what they did, you have to take accountability for what you did. because it's only respectful and the right thing to do if you do it back.
Yeah, and the last thing I'm gonna say, like she said, that teacher is somebody's parent. You know what I mean? They're their husband or wife, but more importantly, they're a parent. So as a student, you want to think, and I say this to my kids all the time. I'm like, who you talk to like that? Would you want somebody to talk to your mom like that?
Yeah.
I'm somebody's auntie. Like, would you want somebody talking to your auntie the way you're talking to me? You would be offended if that were the case. So always look at it like that. Hey, this is my teacher. She might be getting on my nerves. He may be getting on my nerves at this time. But if my mama, she's at school right now teaching her class, and I don't want any of her students to be treating her crazy. So just keep that in mind. But we want to thank y'all for watching our mukbang.
One thing to say, I'm gonna shout out my teachers, Mr. Walker, Miss Mallory, and Miss Mallory. Miss Mallory.
Who's that?
For 4th grade. My math teacher.
Oh, Miss Mallory.
I love y'all. Just know I'm still gonna remember y'all even when I'm old and wrinkly and almost in the grave.
Yeah, I know she love y'all, right?
I'm gonna remember y'all. So
this 30 minutes. Video 30 minutes long.
Okay.
All right. Peace.